We believe everyone can learn to operate handguns safely. However, we think it is unsafe to learn to shoot on your own. Please work with an experienced firearms instructor to put these skills into practice. This video includes both semi-auto pistols and double-action revolvers. As we begin this video, all guns are unloaded and made safe to handle. The only ammunition present will be dummy training rounds. The target there shows the safe direction for us to point our guns.
In this video, Wu and I are going to help you learn how to unload a handgun and make it safe to handle. But before we begin, let's talk about the safety precautions.
When you see a gun, always assume it's loaded and will fire when you pull the trigger. If it has a safety, assume the safety is off and in the firing position. Do not touch the trigger until you have unloaded the gun. For semi-auto pistols, assume there are rounds in the magazine. Also, assume there is one in the chamber. For revolvers, assume there are rounds in the cylinder. Always follow these assumptions regardless what anyone else tells you, until you have personally unloaded the gun and make it safe to handle.
Let's start with the semi-auto pistol loaded with dummy training rounds. There are 5 steps to making your handgun safe. Step 1, remove the magazine and set it aside. On American-style pistols, the magazine release button is located on the side of the frame. Press the button and the magazine will drop from the gun. On European-style pistols, the magazine release button is at the bottom of the magazine. Push the release lever and remove the magazine from the gun. There are also other types of release levers that are less common.
Step 2, remove the round from the chamber and set it aside. Operate the slide to eject the round. It should fly out of the ejection port. Operate the slide twice again, just to be sure. While doing this, make sure you keep your trigger finger indexed and that the gun is pointed in a safe direction. Finally, move the round away from the gun.
Step 3, remove the rounds from your magazine and move them away from your gun, preferably into another room.
Step 4, point the gun in a safe direction. Press the trigger until it releases. This confirms that the gun will not fire. If your gun has a magazine safety, the trigger will be disconnected at this point and will not operate. You will need to insert the empty magazine in order for the trigger to operate. Remove the magazine after releasing the trigger. Now the gun is completely safe to handle.
Step 5, show others that the gun is safe to handle. Show them your trigger finger is indexed. Pull the slide back enough to confirm there's no round present in the chamber. Turn the gun over to confirm there's no magazine present.
Now let's unload a double-action revolver, which is loaded with dummy training rounds. There are 3 steps to making this safe to handle. Step 1, swing out the cylinder. The cylinder release button is usually on the side of the frame. Step 2, operate the ejector. Step 3, close the cylinder.
If you're around handguns, it's essential that you learn how to unload and make them safe, even if you never plan on shooting one yourself.